I graduated college. I just quit my first full-time job. Like, I gotta stop making some moves. You know, I was like a young 23-year-old.
Dude, we were that young. I was like 21. I think part of me even telling you let's do a boot camp together was like, I was like, we have been dating for a while. I'm like, honestly, I'm trying to get married to him and I'm not trying to be poor. So I was like, I'm really excited to be here with you because I've been wanting to start a podcast for a while with you to talk about tech and stuff like that because I thought it would be interesting.
It's been a while.
Yep, it's been a couple months since we said we'll do it.
I said I got you. You know what I mean? I ain't ever hop on the mic.
That's all right. At least you're here. So let's introduce ourselves since this is our first episode.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go first.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Tell us who you are, where you work, what's your current role.
My name is Derek Scarlett. You can follow me on Twitter.
Yep.
At Derek Scarlett.
Okay, we original.
I work at Wayfair, and I'm a software engineer level 2.
That part's important. How long you been at Wayfair for?
I've been working at Wayfair for 2.5 years now. 2.5 years, you know what I'm saying? About to be 3 years in January, coming up.
Yeah.
You think I'm going to get a prize? No.
Yeah. Yo, like a promotion? I don't know what you mean.
Hey, some companies give you a little something for your 1-year anniversaries. I ain't got nothing yet.
Oh, true. You didn't get a shout out?
I did get a shout out. I guess that's something.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Shout out me.
Yeah. Well, I'll introduce myself too. My name is Rizal. I'm a developer advocate. Derek is obviously my husband. And I work at GitHub, if you didn't notice by my little sweater. Well,
hey.
Well, I guess.
Wait, no, show them the sleeve, though.
Wait.
I just said my Twitter handle. What's yours?
Black Girl Bites.
Hey, shout out.
On GitHub, on Twitter, on Hashnode, soon to be on Instagram and TikTok.
Yup.
Black Girl Bites.
Yep. All the platforms.
Okay, so what I think we recorded this already and then failed. So what I wanted to get into, like, one of the things you talked about, it was like what made you want to go into tech, and then like let's start with what made you get into tech.
Well, I was working at some like everyday 9-to-5 job that I always wanted to get after I graduated college. But once I started working there, I knew that life wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I was just doing a job where like I just did the same thing every day. I just never got mentally stimulated. I just felt like I was just losing brain cells and not progressing in my career that I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then you saw what I was going through, and you were like, "Hey, man, like, I'm trying to learn how to code. You trying to learn how to code with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I can learn how to code."
No, you said no. You got.
No, I mean, at first I said no because I was like, who wants to code? But then everyone was like, you should probably learn how to code. Maybe my dad was like, they got programs out there to teach you how to code. And I was like, maybe I should learn how to code. And then you showed me some online resources that I could do to like how to like self-teach myself.
Yeah.
And guess what I did? I'll take a look at it maybe like 2 times, and I never went back.
Really?
I
thought you were okay because I was struggling to like really be dedicated, but I was doing it at my job. Like when I was not doing anything, I was like, duh. So I thought you were looking at it more than that.
I was at the job because like. And where I worked, I got my work done in like 3 hours, and I had like 6 hours to kill. So I was out here on like some like these coding websites where you can learn how to code for free. I would do a module here and there, and I was like, "This is so boring. I can't do this." And that's when you suggested maybe we should do a boot camp.
Yeah.
And I was like, boot camp? I can learn how to code if someone forces me how to learn how to code.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. That's what we did. We did together. Sign right up.
Yeah.
And here we are now.
I figured it would
3-4 years later.
I know we graduated in 2018 from our boot camp.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. What was your okay? So when I wanted to become a software engineer, I was mostly like, I'm trying to get the money because I kept googling. I'm like, whoa, like some of them make like 70,000, some of them make 100,000. I'm like, oh, I make like $20 an hour right now. That would be crazy. But I was worried about like going into a coding boot camp. What was your worries about?
My worry was like, I didn't have faith. I was worried that after, because I had to quit my job for this boot camp.
Yeah.
So like I didn't want to quit my job and then go through the boot camp and now I just have no job.
Yeah.
Like, so that was my biggest fear.
Yeah.
Cause I didn't have much statistics on like what is like how many people like get jobs after going to boot camps, like how like I was like what's the like successful job rate and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm usually the type of person that's like, ooh, a program. I want to learn and jump into it. But once you started saying those stuff, I was like, oh my God. Like I started like rethinking it. I was like, what if I made Derek? What if me and Derek had just quit our jobs and we went to this coding boot camp and we're not going to get a job after?
Exactly.
Like I was like, he's right. Like
so like I went. Cause I talked to the director of the boot camp. I was telling him my concerns, and he was just telling me like, you get whatever you put in out of it.
Yeah, but so, now you know what he means.
Yeah, I knew what he meant. Cause I went into the boot camp like, you know what? I made this decision to quit my job, do the boot camp, learn how to code, and I will get a job when the boot camp is over.
Yeah,
you took it seriously. I had that mindset the entire time. Like I'm not here to waste my time. I'm here to learn, get my work done, and graduate, get that job.
Yeah, you took it way more seriously than I expected. Like I don't know, I never went to school with you or anything, and you will always be like, yeah, I like to be bare minimum. And then I went into the coding boot camp. I'm like, is this bare minimum? Because you were just like picking up stuff very quickly.
I had to. I was like, I'm not sitting here wasting my time. Yeah. I graduated college. I just quit my first full-time job. Like I gotta start making some moves. You know, I was like a young 23-year-old.
Dude, we were that young. I was like 21 then. I think part of me even telling you let's do a boot camp together was like I was like, we have been dating for a while. I'm like, honestly, one, if Derek's not happy, then what's the point of him doing this job? Two, I'm trying to get married to him and I'm not trying to be poor. So I was like, and three, I wanted to talk about like technical stuff with somebody, which is so dumb. But like when I was in IT, like I would sometimes tell you stuff and you'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about, or you wouldn't be able to relate. So I was like, oh my gosh, what if we did the same thing? We can talk about it together. We'll be rolling in dough. Like, so, and it worked out because we both got jobs before the coding bootcamp ended.
Yep. I had like 3 job offers at the end of it.
You did.
3. It was. By the way, they were internship because at the end of the bootcamp, bootcamp was only 14 weeks, y'all. So at the end of the bootcamp, I did not feel comfortable jumping into a full-time role.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, yo, I just learned how to code like the last 3 months, like 3-4 months.
What do you?
I applied internships. I was like, yo, because that one of my boot camp was like, oh, I want a full-time job after this. I feel like I'll be ready and comfortable. Me and you were the only ones who were like, I want to do an internship and ease my way in to like all this new roles. And then after the first couple of test interviews, everyone was like, you know what? I'm trying to do an internship too. And I was like, that's what I thought exactly. You just learned how to code yesterday.
I think a lot of times, I think it's because people want to have a permanent role, and it's not like we're little kids anymore. So everyone's like, I don't want to do an internship. But I like internships and apprenticeships. One, because I get to try out the company and be like, is this a company I would want to work at? Is this a team I would want to work at? And then also, like you said, I wasn't too sure about like what will being a software engineer really be like. I understand like how to code locally on my own projects. But what if I get into a really large code base? Like people kept saying, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of lines in certain files. I was like, what? how could that be? So I just wanted a low pressure environment where like if I messed up,
It's not a big deal.
yeah,
Exactly.
they're not putting their eggs in my basket.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I used to work at a desk job. I'm not trying. For a desk job, I used to make pizzas.
Yeah.
Now I'm able to sit here and be a software engineer, full time.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, chill out. I gotta ease my way in.
What did you learn from doing your internships? Or internship. I did more than one. But what did you learn from doing your internship that now helps you to be successful in your job today, whether like technical or behavioral?
I think it's helped me understand like what's the flow like.
Yeah.
Like what is it like working as a software? What is it like working as a software engineer? What's the day to day? Like how do we approach things? How do we approach problems? How do we work through things? What is expected? Like what is expected from me?
Yeah.
It helps me. It really helped me grasp like what are they looking for when I'm going to start working full time. Like what do they expect from me?
Yeah.
And like how I'm supposed to get those expectations.
Yeah.
That was like the biggest thing for me at my internship. Because then when I started working at Wayfair. It was like I was comfortable.
Yeah.
Like I got there, I already knew how to like use Git. I already knew how to work around the terminal.
Yeah, that's
I understood like data structure and algorithms. I was comfortable working in the working environment. It wasn't a new thing for me because I already experienced it in a low pressure environment, the internship.
Yeah.
So now, I jumped on because I went to we had a little 3-month training program. I just walked in there, did my thing, and you look back since.
That's true. I think for me, I guess technically I got a better understanding of how navigating another code base would be like. I got way better understanding of model view controller because I think in our when we learned it in our coding bootcamp, it made sense, but I didn't understand it in the big picture. So when I seen it, I was like, oh, okay, they have literal controller files in the code base.
It took me at least 3 to 6 months to understand model view controller on the job.
Yeah. So that helped. That way, when I went into my full-time role, I was like, I know where to look for things because I've already seen the similar patterns going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think I do want to know, what are the things that you like about being a software engineer, and what are the things you dislike about being a software engineer?
I think the thing that I like the most is it's just doing different problems every day. I like how mentally stimulating software engineering is. You work in different projects. You think of different problems in different ways. There's always different solutions for different tasks you are given each day.
Yeah.
So I just loved how at my old job, I kept just doing the same thing over and over every day.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't do this. I'm not learning anything. I don't feel like my career is growing.
Yeah.
But as a software engineer, I feel like there's a path for me to expand my career. There's steps I could take, or I can move up the ladder. I can expand my scope.
Do you feel excited about your job or neutral?
I mean, I never feel excited about any job. A job's a job. So I don't feel excited about no job.
Okay.
But I did not like going to work at my first full-time job.
Yeah.
I don't mind as much going to work now.
I tried to catch you saying that you liked your job. Because I always get more overly excited about jobs, and then I fizzle out at the end. I'm like, I love this job. You were making fun of me. I love this job so much, and then I go to the phase of.
I never want to drink the Kool-Aid. I never want to drink the Kool-Aid. I will help make the Kool-Aid. I'm not drinking it though.
I'm a Kool-Aid drinker. You tell me that we're impacting 300,000 people around the world. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I'm part of it.
I'm helping people. I like
I'm helping people download files. What? What'd you say?
I help people helping people as much as the next guy. But at the end of the day, a job's a job. Yeah. My goal in life is not to work. Yeah. My goal in life is to live a comfortable life.
Low key, you taught me that though, because I was really on the like my goal in life is to work. Like I was working my butt off. Like I was like, I don't need to sleep. I need to work.
I need to work, and that's why work-life balance is important, folks. When you clock out. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, I'll talk about what things I like in my role and don't like as both a software engineer / developer advocate. I mean, not that I'm right now both, but I was saying
kind of are so.
True.
Like you be freelancing.
That's true. I do freelance software engineer. I forget about that.
Exactly. So you are a software engineer / developer advocate.
Yeah, that's true. But and then also as a and then also the other question was going to be like, what are the things you look for in a job? Mm-hmm. So, sorry, I'm just thinking about the fact that I freelance because I always say I don't freelance.
Yes, you do all the time.
Freelance for free.
Hey, you don't gotta explain yourself. You don't gotta explain yourself.
Okay, so
but like. Yeah. What I don't like about software engineering.
Oh yeah, you didn't even answer that. My bad.
Yeah, I got on a tangent. What I don't like about software engineering is definitely staring at the screen. Mm-hmm. You stare at the screen a lot, and like you think a lot, so your brain's constantly moving. So think about it, your brain's constantly moving. You're staring at this artificial light all day, so you get headaches. Like, you get them. So like that's the one thing I don't like. It could be. Software engineering can be a little mentally draining at times.
Yep. Yeah, it's a cushy job in some ways, but it is mentally draining.
Yeah, it's kind of like you need the space to be able to think freely. Yeah. But when you're given the space, you think a lot. Yeah. And that's like every other muscle in your body. I mean, I don't know. Is the brain a muscle?
Yeah, it is.
And they any muscle in your body, you need to take a break.
Yeah. No, for me, let me see. The stuff I like about software engineering is once I always get like a ticket or a problem or issue, whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, wow, I don't think I could do this. And then after that, after a couple Google searches and typing, I'm like, oh shoot, I really did this. Like it was an uphill battle, but we got here. So I'm always like very proud that I don't know, I feel like a dopamine hit when I do that. I also like continuing to learn. I think when I was in help desk, I really realized really quickly that I was learning and I liked it, but I feel like I was like, oh shoot, I'm capping out very quickly. Like think about it. I was at an internship and they just kept extending my time because I was so good. Mm-hmm. And they're like, we're just waiting for the budget to hire you. And I'm like, actually, I feel like I know every single thing in this role. Yeah,
I need to move on.
Yeah, I can't believe I capped out here. So that's when I was like, oh, everyone keeps saying software engineering is this continual learning process. So I like the continual learning. I like the accomplishing things quickly. And, well, not quickly, but I like accomplishing things and being like, I did that. Mm-hmm. But I don't like work. I don't like solving problems on a deadline because then I just start thinking, oh man, the clock is ticking and I'm not focused on the problem. But if you don't give me a deadline, I will just keep coding away. Like I will start going down rabbit holes. I'll be like, wow, I can't believe I just learned this. And I think that's part of why I like developer advocacy, because I feel like I am not writing production code, so there's no crazy deadline. Like I worked at some startups where the salespeople are like, we got to get this out now. Like we already promised this to the client. But now it's like my own deadline of me just learning whatever I want to learn, and then like teaching other people about it, which like that's just fun to me.
Hey man, who don't like to teach? Not everybody can be a teacher though. Not everyone can be a teacher.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Teaching is nice. I like that. I always talk about how one day, like when I'm like 65, 70 years old, I'll be a professor somewhere.
That's why we gotta get our masters together.
Hey, masters party.
But I say this, and then we start our masters, and I'm crying.
And I'm like, why am I going back to school, man? I know I gotta go back. I know I gotta go back, but one day.
Yeah. Let's pivot into talking about My Hero.
My Hero. Hey, man, if we don't have to keep talking about tech.
Yeah.
You know, we could talk about a couple other things.
Yeah.
Because I was looking for a space to talk about some cool stuff. Like, have y'all been watching Star Wars Visions? Because Star Wars Visions is amazing to me.
It's
Star Wars
okay.
Visions is amazing.
The last episode was
episode 4
really great. Oh, sorry. Yes, that's true. It's not. We're watching it week to week.
I watch it. There's 11 episodes on Disney Plus right now, and I watch one episode a day because I don't want to watch all of it and then it's all gone. I want to experience it every single day. We watched it first 4 episodes, and they're beautiful. If you love Star Wars, you're gonna like this.
You know what? That's it. I don't love Star Wars.
Why?
But it's good. The anime is good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I'm a Star Wars fan. I ain't never seen 1, 2, 3, but I have seen 4, 5, 6, and I've seen 7, 8, 9. That's a lie. I've seen 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
And I love it. I've seen the cartoons. I ain't never read the comics though.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. Have an open mind. Don't look at it the lens of this needs to be in my Star Wars universe. This is not in your Star Wars universe. Each episode is a own one-off episode. Have some fun. Enjoy it. The animation is beautiful. I love the music. The great ideas. I love Star Wars Visions. Check it out.
Y'all should check it out though.
They're
short.
They are short, minutes. Like 18 minutes. Like you could do that.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. I don't like the 18 minutes. I wish they were like 30 or an hour, honestly. But
yeah.
I'll take what I can get. I'll take the content. Really.
Same.
When you've been watching My Hero.
Yeah, I've been watching My Hero.
Yeah.
Because of you. It's so good. This last season with the focus on My Villain Academy. Is that what it's called? My Villain Academy?
Yeah, My Villain Academia.
Oh, Academia. Whatever.
My Villain Academia. That was pretty cool. I can't wait for the next season. Spoilers!
Yeah, we're going to have spoilers.
I can't wait to see Deku's new quirk in the next season.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to learn all my Master's quirk, float. So Deku about to be a Superman.
Flying. Yeah. Strong, flying.
Got black ropes.
Yeah, he's like doing the thing.
With black whips.
Yeah.
Bakugo out here laugh at him, talking about, ha ha, I can already float. So you don't even get a power I can't do.
I'm like, Bakugo, you're such a hater.
He said,
you're
win.
Such a hater.
He said, I can already float, and you're gonna get the power float.
I'm like, but Bakugo, do you have like
super strength?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got bombs for hands, but.
And I'm just, what's his name? Shigaraki. His story's crazy.
Yeah, his story was cool. I want to see what happens next. I want to see how he uses all for one. One for all. No, he's getting one for all too. So I want to see how he uses one for all. If you're gonna make a new successor, is he going to just use it as a booster? Because it's not going to be as strong as Deku's. Because Deku's had 8 users pass through and circle through and everything. Like, so it's not going to be as strong as Deku's. But I want to know how he uses it because he might just use it as a power booster.
That's true. But I wish he was getting like something more unique. Because he's just going to end up fighting Deku in that.
Yeah,
right?
so I went to the same thing. I was like, honestly, they didn't need to give Shigaraki all one for all. Like
he was already crazy strong.
Like, and what? Like I just hate this trope of like you fight an evil version of yourself. You see it all the time.
Yeah.
You see it a lot in Marvel. Like Marvel has this problem where they just do. That's why Spider-Man was so cool. Like like the new Spider-Mans. That's why it was so cool because Marvel has to do like a lot of you fight the evil version of yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas in Spider-Man, he fought the Hawk. He fought Mysterio. And then we don't even know who's going to fight now. Next movie coming out this year.
Yeah.
He's not fighting Venom every movie. Like,
that's true. That's true.
Because if it was up to Marvel, he'd fight Venom, then he'd fight Carnage, then he'd fight himself. Like,
Yeah.
I hate it. So when I saw Sugar Rocky get one for all, I was like, oh, are we gonna do? I gotta fight the evil version of me.
Thing.
Like, you can have different powers and sets. I'm going on a tangent. We've already been here for too long. I'm going on a tangent. This is what I've been. That's why I say you need to have a work-life balance. This is what I've been into the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Star Wars Visions, My Hero Academia. Check them out.
Yeah.
I don't get sponsored by either one, but I'm plugging them.
Okay, and that's a wrap for our podcast. Thanks, and
I'll catch y'all later.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, follow me too. Black Girl Bites.
At Derek Scarlett.
And stay tuned for our next episode.
Yes, sir.
Whenever that happens.
Hey, we're not on a deadline. We just talked about we don't like deadlines.
Yeah.
So
you hate deadlines too.
So don't be hitting our inbox about, hey, when the next chocolate talk coming out? It's coming out whenever. But this episode 1, season 1, we in here.
All right. Bye.
Make sure you follow us.
Follow us.
Tell your friends. Peace.
Peace.